You used to be a teacher, right? So, what did you teach? Well, thank you for asking. Yeah, so I used to be, I'm a former special education teacher. I taught for nearly a decade in both public and private schools. And what I taught when I was in public school was K through kindergarten through fifth grade, resource, and co taught. Um, and when I was at private school, I worked at a private school that served children with dyslexia, and oftentimes a number of them also had ADHD. And so I had 10, I was considered a classroom teacher, but they all have dyslexia. So I guess you could kind of consider it self contained in a sense. It's a specialized school for children with dyslexia. So yeah, that was what I did when I worked in private school, taught third grade. But I have taught, when I was in public school, I've taught K through fifth grade. Like I'd get moved halfway through the year. I remember I got, kindergarten, like the last 3 or 4 months of school because a kiddo had a need and there was room in my schedule. So I got to serve him in co-taught, right? So yeah, and then I've also been asked kind of what was my favorite setting to teach in. I think that's really hard. Of course, I'll always have like the biggest heart for resource because that's where the magic happened for me. You also get to have your own classroom and kind of really create your own community in resource, but it can also be hard because kidders are going back and forth. You're kind of going back and forth, right? So I also if I really enjoy co-taught, when I really had like a strong connection with my co-taught teacher. I really loved it. And when you get to do co-taught like all day, not just you're pushing into somebody's room for an hour and then you're running to Miss Jill down the hall and pushing in there, but like the opportunities that I had to, be in one teacher's classroom all day and really get to be embedded and really vibe also too with the general education teacher. I also really like, and I really think is when co-taught can be truly co-taught where both teachers are teaching, it's really exciting and magical and great things happen, right? So yeah, I'll always be a little bit biased toward resource, but I definitely have really fun memories of the co-taught classroom as well. So the more you know.